3 weeks ago, Australians cheered little Cooper Lascala when we showed you his sheer joy at hearing sounds for the very first time. His life, like so many others, has been transformed by the brilliant invention of Australian Professor Graham Clark, the cochlear implant. Well, since then, I've been lucky enough to follow Cooper's progress, and what happened next is perhaps even more inspiring.
Where are they? Where are those dogs? Where are you going? Hey.
We first met Cooper as he was about to hear his first sound.
Hi, Cooper. Hi, Cooper. To have a little boy that went from hearing absolutely nothing to hearing Mom's voice for the first time. Hi, Cooper. To have that reaction that he had was truly stunning. Sorry. What's that? Do you hear something?
Everything he, sees or hears, it's a new world for him. It really is.
Cooper is the only child of Lauren and Michael Lascala.
Ready? One. No, stand up. Stand up.
For 7 months after his birth, their little boy was living in a silent world, and they didn't know it.
The smoke alarms went off one night and there was no response. The fire alarms are ear-piercing, and when he didn't respond, that's when we really found out that, something was wrong. So that was pretty rough. When you really find out that your son is deaf, it hit us like a ton of bricks.
They'd heard of the cochlear implant, the bionic ear invented by Professor Graham Clark in Melbourne 30 years ago. The device turns sound into electric impulses in the brain. But the surgery, which involves drilling into the skull near the facial nerve, is not without risks. A difficult decision for any parent to make for their child.
We knew that we were doing the absolute best for Cooper. But as a parent, you really struggle with those decisions. When he had it done, I don't know, it's just awesome. It was really amazing. Hey.
We were overwhelmed by the messages you sent us after our first story. You called those first sounds beautiful, heartwarming, amazing, and Professor Clark was hailed a true hero.
Hi, sweetie.
It still affects me with children. The smile lights up on their face. They know that's what they've been missing out on. Then the joy is increased day by day.
Among videos we were sent, this first sound moment from the parents of 2-year-old Isaac McMullen.
Well, even looking back now when I watch, I get quite emotional because it's such a gift to give that to a child, and to see that joy now in everyday life.
And this is Isaac today. He's 10. This is Isaac's favourite song, and this is why.
Because it was made by Beethoven, and he was deaf, and he made the song while he was deaf.
There was a time when Isaac's parents worried about what the future held for their son.
We didn't think he was going to be able to just go to a normal school, have that normal life. We thought he'd have to go to some sort of deaf school, and he doesn't. I remember vividly thinking, he's never going to say, I love you. I never hear that voice that belongs just to him say, I love you. And it wasn't that many months after that he was implanted, he did. He said, I love you.
And here's another measure of how big an impact the bionic ear has. Big day, a day that really changed your life, wasn't it?
Yeah, it changed my life big time.
Luke Lansom and his young brother Ryan were born profoundly deaf, the result of a genetic flaw passed to them from their mum, Diane.
For you as a young mum, what was it like having two boys who were deaf?
It was a struggle because I was also dealing with the fact that I was losing my hearing progressively. It was very hard for us as deaf people living in a hearing world. And of course, as a mum, I wanted to make that as easy as possible for my children.
So when Luke and Ryan turned 4, they were given cochlear implants. The implants worked on the boys, which made Diane wonder whether she too could be helped.
Kind of felt left behind, and so that inspired me to get my first cochlear implant. And then when I got my first implant, I thought, I want to be a bit greedy. God gave us 2 ears, so I thought I'd go for the second one. And yeah, it's just been amazing.
Your favorite?
Very good.
Back in New Jersey, in the 10 months since his switch on, Cooper has been going to speech therapy twice a week.
What's this, Cooper?
A.
What's this?
E.
Cooper's doing wonderfully. You know, he went from total silence to, you know, speaking 2 words at this point. He knows his ABCs and he can count from 1 to 10, and he's really doing beautifully. He's progressing, you know, more than we could ever imagine.
Good job.
Yeah.
Children learn to speak during their first 2 years of life, so Cooper has some catching up to do. But every day he's discovering brand new sights and brand new sounds.
A. Hello.
Hello.
I did not think it would benefit so many people. I was just overjoyed that it had benefited one and didn't dare to dream that it would help so many people.
I want to be able to thank him for giving me a different life, a new life.
If I ever get to meet him, I would love to thank him from the bottom of my heart, because it's allowed me to feel normal.
You can hear us.
Thank you very much for helping me here.
H-I-J-K.
I
Just a big thank you. Just, you know, if it weren't for you, our son would not have hearing. He would not be able to hear our voices and experience everything that this world has to offer. So we are truly blessed. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You have all done? You're all done? Okay, we're all done. You did great. Give me a high five. Thank you very much. What do you say? You're welcome.
That's the right position. Yeah, it's very moving. Yeah.
What a wonderful result, and happy birthday last week to Professor Clark. We'll have more in a moment.